Hello children, welcome again for the new session of Maths, Chapter 8, Comparing Quantities. Let us continue exercise 8.3. Okay children, let's start the session now. Question number 6. Juhi sells a washing machine for rupees 13,500. She loses 20% in the bargain. What was the price at which she bought it? Listen children, here selling price SP given and loss percentage is given. We have to find out the CP of washing machine. First of all, we have to write what are the things are given in the question. First statement, SP of the washing machine equal to rupees 13,500. Loss percentage equal to 20%. Listen children, if SP and loss percentage is given, we have to use one particular equation. CP is equal to SP multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. This equation we have to use to find out CP if SP and loss percentage is given. So that is equal to, in place of SP we will write 13,500 multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Loss percent it is given 20. That is equal to, again 13,500 multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus 20 we will write 80. So after this calculation we will get rupees 16,875. So this is the CP of the washing machine. We have to use directly this equation for finding out CP. So any other method, if you are knowing that also we can use it, no problem. Any method you can use, but you will get the same answer only. But this equation is easy for you. If SP and loss percent is given, we can use this equation to find out CP equal to SP multiplied by 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. So this is the easy method to find out the CP. Okay children, I hope you have understood this method. So we can write the final answer. The price at which the washing machine was bought, that is equal to rupees 16,875. Okay. Okay children, let us move on to the next question. Question number 7. First question. Chalk contain calcium, carbon and oxygen in the ratio 10:3:12. Find the percentage of carbon in the chalk. Okay. For finding out the answer, first of all we have to do the addition of all the ratios. 10 plus 3 plus 12 will get 25. So carbon is the second name. So the carbon part is 3. So carbon is 3 parts out of 25 parts. So we can write the fraction of carbon, that is equal to 3 upon 25. So for finding out the percentage, we have to multiply it by 100. So percentage of carbon in the chalk equal to 3 upon 25 multiplied by 100. 3 upon 25 multiplied by 100. So we can do the cancellation. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100. So 3 fours are 12%. So this is the answer. Percentage of carbon in the chalk is a 12%. Okay. Okay children, question number 7. Second question. Find out the weight of chalk stick. So first of all, let Y be the weight of chalk stick. You can write any letter, but I have taken Y. There is 3 gram of carbon in the chalk stick, that is given in the question. And percentage of carbon, that is also we got in the first answer, 12%. So 12% of Y, that is equal to 3. 12% we can write 12 upon 100 multiplied by Y equal to 3. The next line we have to take Y separate. Y is equal to cross multiplication here. 3 multiplied by 100 upon 12. Now we will do the cancellation. 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. Again we can do the cancellation. 4 ones are 4, 25 fours are 100. So after this cancellation we will get Y is equal to 25. Okay children. So the weight of the chalk stick is 25 gram. First of all we can write, let Y be the weight of chalk. 3 gram of carbon, that is given in the question. So 12% of Y, that is equal to 3. 12%, 12 upon 100 multiplied by y, that is equal to 3. Next one, we have to take y separate. That means y is equal to 3 into 100 upon 12. After this calculation, we will get the weight of the chalk stick, that is 25 gram. Okay, I hope you have understood this one. Okay children, now let us do question number 10. What rate gives rupees 280 as interest on a sum of rupees 56,000 in 2 years? Listen children, here we have to find out the rate of interest R. Here interest is given and principal also given. One more thing is also given, that is a time period. So we have to find out rate R. So first of all we have to write what are the things given in the question. Principal equal to 56,000 rupees. Time period is also given 2 years and simple interest is equal to rupees 280. So rate R we have to find out. So in the previous videos I have given the equation to find out principal is equal to what, simple interest is equal to what, T is equal to what, R is equal to what. All the equation I already given. So here we have to find out R. R is equal to 100 multiplied by interest upon principal multiplied by time period. So before doing the answer, you have to see that you have to find out all these terms are given in the question or not. 100 is common. Okay. Simple interest it is given 280. Principal given 56,000. Time given 2 years. Okay. Then we can find out the rate of interest. That is equal to 100 multiplied by, in place of interest we will write 280 upon, in place of principal P 56,000, in place of time period we will write multiplied by 2. Okay. After this calculation, see from 100 to 0, from 280 1 0 and from down 56,000 3 zeros we can cancel. Then at the top we are getting only 28. 28 upon 56 multiplied by 2. Again we can cancel. 28 ones are 28, 28 twos are 56. So 1 upon 2 twos are 4. So rate of interest R is equal to 1 upon 4. That is equal to 0.25%. So the rate of interest we already got 0.25%. Listen children. So the three things are given. The fourth one we can find out by using this type of equation. R is equal to 100 into simple interest upon P multiplied by time period. So all the other three terms are given. So we can easily find out the rate of interest by using this equation. Okay. I hope you have understood this method also. Okay children, this exercise last question. Question number 11. If Meena gives an interest of rupees 45 for 1 year at 9% rate of interest per annum, what is the sum she has borrowed? Here sum she has borrowed, that we have to find out. Sum she has borrowed means a principal. Rate of interest it is given 9%, time period 1 year. Simple interest 45 rupees. So here we have to find out principal. That also equation I have given already. Principal P is equal to 100 multiplied by interest upon R multiplied by T. So I, R, T, all these three terms are given. So by using this equation we can find out the principal P. So that is equal to 100 multiplied by interest 45 upon rate of interest 9, time period 1. So 100 multiplied by 45 upon 9 into 1. After this calculation, how we can cancel? 9 ones are 9, 9 fives are 45. So 5 hundreds are 500. So this way we have to get the answer. So the sum which Meena borrowed is rupees 500. So here also, this also very easy method. Only by using the equation we can easily find out the answer. In the previous question we got the answer rate of interest by using that same equation, and the same way here principal P also. The three terms are given. The fourth term principal P we can find out using this equation 100 into I upon R into T. So 100 into 45 upon 9 into 1 will get 500 rupees. So the final answer we can write like this. The sum which Meena borrowed is rupees 500. So this sum also I think you got the method how to find out. Children, today we are going to wind up the session. This lesson number 8 completed. So you have to keep learning and take care. All these answers, all of you please write in your notebook also. I will come with another lesson with another video. Till then, take care. Thank you.